Medward's going to step out and smoke. He'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be on for a little while going up here. It's still another couple hours on up there, so
Yep, so little Bucky is funny.
is
That's
it?
my black Havana.
Uh huh. Yeah, Michael from MB
He
Heritage. He thought it was a man that he was. I guess he seen something from him. I don't know
say
if you've
that
seen
again.
pictures or. Michael from MB Heritage was talking to you about it a little while ago. He asked you a question or said something about it. I don't remember what it was.
I might have missed that one. MB, are you still in here?
I think he left. He said he was going out too. I think he's letting it play, but I think he left.
Uh, because I've been going,
Hey,
well, hello,
Tiffany.
Tiffany. I think with me going in and out of the animal room and back. And there's
Yeah.
Lone Cowboy.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah, that's right. I was
Ken, are
just
you still
checking.
doing the run up north? I'm going up 29 right now. Just coming into Mound City.
Now, see, this is my cheat list. It tells me what people's names are. Hello,
Lone
Rudy.
Cowboys, Ken.
Yeah, I know that. I got him. He's
Okay.
right towards, he's in the second half of my list.
Are you putting them in alphabetical order or just writing them on a page?
I write them on the page as soon as I learn them.
Because Des does that too. She writes everybody down, but she don't put them in alphabetical order. Then she got to hunt and peck for them, looking
That's
for
what
them.
I do. I just scan real quickly.
Oh, you're going
Good thing I,
out to Grand Island. Okay. I'm going up to Davis City and I'll be coming back down. I'm going to stop back down here at Sat Brothers and meet Madwood Barbecue on the way back down today.
Randy, I'm going to be right back. I have to
Okay.
answer a call that you can't refuse.
Okay. Oh, you're going out to by the monument. I like watching the buildings. I wanted to sit there on the highway when they set that thing across the highway. I've always wanted to go in there and see it, what all they got in there. I simply, I moved the boots. Verna had to get a phone call, so she'll be back in a minute.
Did I hear Jan and Moon Boots joined in?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, simply Nan.
Yeah, simply name.
I was thinking of Simply Jan and Lone Star. I don't. Hey, Moon Boots. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, a call you can't refuse is the call of nature.
Yeah, you can't postpone it sometimes or call back.
Nope. If you
Hope
postpone
everything
it, you
come out
pay
all
for it.
right.
Well, everything came out fine. Now, what is so funny is, all the cuy that I gave away to my friend in Louisiana,
uh-huh.
they can't get over how friendly the cuy are.
Oh,
Because I handled them.
yeah, you
You
just
know, and
mess
I,
with them every day.
yeah, and these rabbits, I already got them where they come to the door for me to pet them.
Or are they?
Oh yeah.
They
Um,
get animals to understand. They're not as dumb as people think. You know, you can train them to do different things and get used to the feeding. It's like our cows. You know, Shannon walks right in the pen with the cows with the bull, and she tells him to move, and he moves out of the way so she can get his feed drop.
and
I mean,
Steve
he's a
said,
big old wall.
S.O. Swanson, who's Steve, he says, and some are easy to catch. He was taking him back to Andy Rabbit had took him back to QuellCon so that Eric can get him. And Steve was carrying one of the cages. He wasn't holding it from the bottom, and the bottom and all the bachelor cooeys ran out. So he had to catch him in the dark. I just wished I was there and was videotaping it. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But everybody that tried cooey at QuellCon, try to taste of it,
Hmm.
thought it tasted great. They were surprised at how good it tasted. And all it was grilled with nothing on it.
None of chef's
So,
rubs or nothing, huh?
nope. I'm killing spiders today.
Spiders are bad this year. A lot of places.
Well, when they're in my apartment, on my bed, and on my floor, they're not allowed.
Yeah.
If they stay up on the ceiling or the walls and don't bother me, I have no problems with them.
You know, I didn't know it, but you know, wasps eat spiders. We've been looking into
Welcome
different
back.
things, and somebody was talking about it, and Shannon looked at a video deal, but because there was a wasp, got a spider in her barn, and she was looking it up, but the wasps actually eat spiders.
Thank you, Tiffany. And tell Alex
Oh,
happy birthday or
yep.
blessed
Time
natal
happy
day.
birthday for us.
I tell you what, they're all over my plants in my garden, which is fine because I don't have any aphids. Hey,
Hey, Ken,
Ken.
What's going on?
just riding around like you,
Oh yeah.
looking cool on our stools.
Mounted on your thrones.
Yep. What
Oh,
what time you gonna be heading back, Ken?
I'll probably be leaving up there about 1:45. So let's see, 3. I won't be over there to Highway 2 and I-29 till probably I don't know 2, 3 o'clock. Or
Well, I
no?
should be
Yeah.
back down in that area too. I'm gonna. Madwood Barbecue lives in that area right there, and I'm gonna. He's gonna come and meet me there at Sap Brothers.
At Highway 2 and 29 over there by
Yep.
Palmyra.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I always stop at that little one on the south side of Highway 2 on the way back. You know what I'm talking about? That little gas
Yep.
fuel stop,
Yeah. The
truck
out
stop.
there where the all the gravel lot. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I park in there a lot of times too when I'm tired or something because there's usually room to park.
yeah. The gals are real nice in there too.
Yeah.
It's been a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
Ra-
years since
SO's
I've been in
birthday
Step
too.
Brothers.
No, it's not his
What?
birthday. He says it's not his birthday, but he'd like a cake too.
Oh, okay. I got one of my friends I grew up with drives a truck. His daughter works there at South Brothers. She's a manager in the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
She actually lives in the greenhouse where the scales is here in Missouri. That greenhouse over on the east side of the road, that's where she lives.
Hey, Ken,
Right there by the
Moon
lake. Is
Boots.
that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. What's that?
Ken, Moon Boots says you look like a hawkster.
A Hawkster?
Likes
Hulk,
the
Hulk,
hawkster.
Hulk, Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
The way,
Hogan. Okay,
yeah, the,
Hulkster. Yeah,
Except for you don't have the long blonde hair.
yeah. Wish I had his money though.
yeah.
But would you
We
still
wouldn't be
drive?
driving these trucks. This run you on now, Ken, better than going down to Tulsa. Probably breaks up the boredom going the same way every time.
It's 10 hours in the seat.
Is it?
Yeah, it's every day 10 hours in the seat. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Traffic on 80 is you know how it is.
Yeah.
You ever notice those Wally World trucks are getting longer and longer?
Oh, they're the same. They're
Well, it just seemed
53
like
foot
it was.
trailers.
It seemed like it was long.
Yeah. They can't go over 53 foot in Missouri without a permit.
Yeah, I figured out my login on. I logged in on StreamYard at the house on the computer, so I kind of just guessed on my password. So I finally kind of figured it out. I guess I don't know.
SO, I'm running 74 actually. I'm driving slower than I usually do. We got a new tattletale or electronic logs. It hooks to my safety director's phone. If I'm following too close or if I'm speeding, it sends him a message and he calls me. So I can run about
Hey,
4 mile over the speed limit now and not get in trouble.
hey, Sanctified. How are you doing? I'm smoking and rolling at the same time, Randy. That's why my icon's
Oh,
up
okay.
instead of my funny face.
That's,
I passed a guy pulling a tanker. Uh, where was he at? Maybe up there across Highway 2. I can't remember. But yeah, it was on Highway 2. Brand new tanker. And he had a big extended sleeper, older truck. I can't remember the name of the company that was outside. I think he was out of Indiana or Illinois.
Hello, Carrie. Welcome to the stream.
yeah, I'm getting a new Tempe grain trailer today.
overcast up here too. Oh, about the 110, Randy. It might be gone. One of my drivers laid a back box over up there on the shoulder. I don't know
Oh,
what happened or anything. I didn't see the tracks, but around the 110 mile marker is where he was at. He had the highway patrol and tow truck there, so they might be gone by now.
yeah, I'm at the
I think it was
97
one of
now.
my. I think it was around. I think it might have been one of my Council Bluffs or Grand Island drivers that come to Kansas City at night. You know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was clouding up when I got up to Mountain City. It's getting dark. Looked like I might have get rain, but now it's clearing off.
Yeah, yeah. It cleared off for a while, and I got up here on 80, and it's overcast again.
Oh, I have where people can buy me a cup of coffee now, Randy.
I see that. I was wondering what that was. I forgot you was co-stream. I go, I ain't got that on Nightbot. Hmm. Yeah, I switched and I got Shirley as my manager on my Nightbot now, and we was working
Uh-huh.
on mine this week. This week, trying different things.
Yeah, you get rid of all the other um, commands that would cause people to get blocked out. I've got a good moderator. I don't need Nightbot to moderate. I need my Nightbot to promote.
Yeah.
Right.
Nancy
'Cause
at our treasure at home, she put a posting that something's going on with the night bots or with the moderators again, that they're getting kicked off or doing something. I forget what all said. You have to look at Nancy's post there, something about the mods and you're managing mods. There's something going on with that again.
well, see,
Well,
I got rid of all those types of commands from Nightbot. I disabled them all.
Hmm.
So Nightbot either will Nightbot just runs my advertisements for other streams, other live streams or channels rather. And it's like they're about so and tear.
Hmm.
Hello, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Paula gave a
You're
thumbs
late.
up.
You're late, Paula. Been on an hour. You just now show up.
She says she
Just
yeah, I
knows
was
let it
she's
planning
happen.
sorry.
on going down to. I
Go
was
ahead,
planning
Ken.
on going down to Arkansas. I was planning on going down to Arkansas on the bike a week from Saturday, but I was looking at the extended forecast, and it's not going to be. Well, it's going to be in the 70s, but the weather isn't going to be worth a darn. I don't think.
Oh,
I I told
yeah.
her. I
It
said,
was
well,
hot all summer.
maybe.
Now it's cooling off really quick.
Yeah. I told her. I said, well, maybe it'll change. We got another week.
I'm going to tell you a little something that I've learned from 65 years of experience. As bad as the summer is, that's how it'll do a complete flip, and that's how bad the winter's going to be.
Yeah.
Can
Now Ken's
Sanctify
actually in
ask?
Nebraska. He's in Nebraska right now. He's out almost to Grand Island. He's out by Grand Island, Nebraska right now. But he is from Missouri, like I am.
Yeah. I can't see the chat.
Yeah, he asked if you was in Missouri. I go, no, you're out in Nebraska right now. He runs back and forth from Nebraska to Kansas City.
And he says, oh, okay. That's why I come up. I try to read them all to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sanctifies in
I
southwest
can click
Missouri.
on the chat, but it's not showing it.
Yes, he's in southwest
Oh, okay.
Missouri.
Here we go. Comments. I got it now.
What part of southwest Missouri you in? Down by Joplin?
By Ava.
Ava. Oh, okay, I know where it's at.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was in
Ken lives
Ava.
up. Yeah, you've been down that way too.
Yeah.
Then you guys are close to Jasmine at Time and Timber. Andy Rabbit, she's in that area. Slightly Redneck, Chris is in that area. A couple others, but my mind just went blank.
I
Yeah, I'm
stopped in
outside
Ava,
of St.
Missouri on my
Joe.
way back. I stopped in Ava on my way back for my Arkansas motorcycle trip at the Casey's and got gas. I was gonna look into staying at the Super 8, but I just kept on going. I'm just gonna keep on going. Heck, I rode all the way home. At 1 o'clock.
Living Traditions Homestead is near Ava.
Hmm.
There's
They're a
quite a
big
few
YouTube
people
channel.
from Missouri. Yeah, yeah, they're actually giving a freeze dryer away this month.
I think they already did it.
They haven't
You
contacted
know,
me, told me I won yet.
yeah, me neither. But they already, neither one of us won.
Yeah, there's several YouTube channels in Missouri. I didn't realize there was until you start seeing. They had a storm. Living Tradition down there tore up some of their rabbit or not rabbit, chicken houses. I seen the other day a clip.
Yes. Steve says they can't ship to you and him both. Hey, there's Ugly Dog Lures.
Hey
Says,
Charlie,
sup, Butterclack. Okay, another name to put in.
that's Charlie. He's in
Uh
Clovis, New
huh.
Mexico.
I got a friend in New Mexico, Matt from Grafted Branch Homestead. And there's another friend in New Mexico. His name is Bob Cole.
Charlie had a bad heart attack 2 weeks ago. I'm glad he's still around here.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Charlie. I remember hearing something was wrong with him, but nobody said exactly what it was.
Yeah, yeah, he got some stents put in. He actually did his Tuesday. Goes live painting fish baits, and he did his live Tuesday. He didn't look too bad.
Hey, Ugly Dog Lures, do you want some coil feathers to tie into some lures?
He don't do that kind of. He just paints. Now he
Oh,
does have
okay.
a friend. Uh, oh dang it! I'm gonna mess Ron's name up again. Every time uh, Charlie put Ron's name in, Ron does different ties and do feathers on different things. And he would
Well,
take
if you
them.
know anybody that needs
It's a
coil feathers, just have them contact me.
New Hope. Yeah, New Hope is Ron's channel. He's in Pennsylvania, and he makes lures, fishing lures with different feathers and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause just tell me what you need if you want body feathers or wing feathers. Because
There it is.
I'll freeze dry the items to ship to you. And then if you want them like brand new, all you got to do is soak them in water, cold water.
I'll ask him Tuesday night. He'll be on Charlie's live, and or I think he's on tonight. If I catch he's live tonight, I'll ask him and have him get a hold of you.
Oh,
Yeah, you can even give him my number and tell him to text me first.
Okay.
I don't answer the phone unless I know who's calling.
Well, I'm at the 109. I don't see nothing yet.
What were you looking for? Oh, that
One of
trailer?
Ken's, the trailer.
yeah, I think he's. I can't. Yeah, must have got it picked up. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, because what I do is I skin my quill that doesn't damage the feathers. And so you get them with skin on it. That way you can extract them your favorite way. I used to send them to my friend in Hawaii because he used them for hat bands. You have a blessed day, Sanctified. Sanctified says, bless you all. I better get to work. Catch you all next time.
Well, he must have got him picked up, Ken. I don't see nothing.
All right. Yeah, I didn't think it'd take very long.
Other dog says,
Uh,
yeah, 5
yeah,
mountain
five.
time.
We can tell him again that we shouted him out on here, Charlie.
Randy, I'm doing one thing. I'm cutting people's channels that are negative based or fear mongers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can be informed without spreading the fear. You can inform people without spreading the fear.
There's too much negativity out here.
Uh huh. And I don't need to
That's
put up
why.
with it.
No, me neither. That's why I like to have people come in that's likes to joke and cut up and have fun and you know and
Uh huh.
talk, and have fun.
Well, I
But
guess
I
you're
I
think you.
better.
supposed to
I,
be.
I guess I better jump off of here then.
You have fun, especially when you crank call me. I don't know you're calling, and I get a phone call. Didn't know I was live.
Uh huh.
Yeah, Ken's pretty comical. I've been catching a lot of his streams.
Yeah, he
I
called me.
haven't.
I was down in Florida here a few months ago, and he calls me while he's doing a live. I didn't know he was done live.
No, instead of being afraid because of what's being on the news and that, and telling everybody you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to do this, you got to watch out because they're doing this.
That's why
No,
I don't watch the news or listen to the
Yep.
news on
I
satellite
don't watch
radio.
news either.
I don't have a TV in my apartment. I don't need the brainwashing and negativity.
Yeah.
I got satellite radio, but I use it's on right now the old channel. I listen to all the old channels, Green Hornet and Superman and stuff like that. I don't listen to the news.
No, I listen when I turn on a radio. My Echo. I have it play 70s rock. Echo,
You're an
stop. Echo,
you're an o-
stop.
you're an old headbanger, huh?
I listen to everything.
No, I used to live everything, but I don't like Country makes me depressed.
You know, if you play what you get if you play a country song backwards?
Joy?
No, you get your house, your pickup, your dog, and grandma back. I listen to nothing but country though. If I'm listening to any music, it's country.
Well, I don't because it got me where I found out I was getting depressed from listening to country and western, so I quit
Yeah.
listening to it because I used to listen to everything. Now, you know what my favorite rap song is?
Hey, here's a new one,
Eminem.
North Missouri Outdoors. I haven't seen that name. He's
No,
on
that's
yours.
another Randy. Hello, Randy. You're both from Missouri and you're both Randys.
And I'm from North Missouri. Well, kind of north.
Hmm.
Madwood, I don't know what.
Yeah, Madwood, I'm the same way. I like the old country, not the new.
I don't know what the new country sounds like.
It's more like a rock and roll mix, I call it.
Oh, it's country rock.
You know,
Well, I ran out of tubes, so I got to put the tobacco away.
North Missouri. What part of North Missouri you in?
North Missouri Outlaw. I mean, North Missouri Outdoors. See, you guys' name is so similar too, because
Yeah.
you're a Missouri Outlaw. And when I told him that your name was Randy too, he took the Randy part off of his name.
Oh, you said
Oh,
Macon
Macon.
County. Huh. My best friend lives up by Unionville, Missouri. Actually, west of Queen City.
Both of us on here that's driving North Missouri. We're from Missouri too. I live outside of St. Joe, and Ken's outside of Kearney.
He knows exactly where you guys are.
Another one in Missouri I didn't know about. Well, I said there's a lot of YouTubers in Missouri.
Well, you
Oh,
got Living
we lost
Traditions. He'll be
lost
back.
Ken.
He'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah, Living Traditions. That's in Missouri. You got Slightly Redneck. That's in Missouri. You have Time and Timber, who's in Missouri.
Simply Jan.
Simply Jan. You got Andy Rabbit is in Missouri. See, I told you he'd be back.
Yep. I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
Oh, just don't hit the wrong pedal.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I was looking at the chat.
Multi Hunter says, "What's up, Randy?" Yeah, and
hey
Short
Nick.
Pickens is in Missouri.
The multi hunter's Nick. You can write that on your list if you ain't got him on it.
I think let me see if I got him.
He's from Texas.
Yeah, he's a pig hunter.
Yeah, Rebecca
Multi
Touch My
Hunter, no.
Yarns in Missouri. Kim comes on here a lot. She's from Missouri. She don't. She's not a creator, but she's on YouTube. She lives right there by the football and baseball field in Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah, right there on Nolan Road.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's where
And
Kim lives.
What's Monty Hunter's name again? Randy?
Kim Burris.
Ken is Monty Hunter?
No, no. Multi Hunter's Nick.
Nick.
Yeah,
Okay.
and his wife's name is Jamie. Jamie's comes in here quite a bit too.
Yeah. See, but I don't know Madwood's name.
Terry.
Terry. Okay. See, what I'm going to have to do is that with a Y or a I?
Why?
That's what I thought.
All
Piggy's
right,
got to
Piggy.
go. Time for a nap. Dream sweet. Madwood says Y. Terry says Y. Oh, with a Y. Okay. I thought he was asking why.
You know, Terry, I didn't think about it. I could have moved the stuff out of the passenger seat, and you could have just rode up to David City with me. Just now
No, I
crossing
ran.
into Iowa.
I got a whole sheet name now.
Mhm.
I know. See, my mind works so fast that when the Y came out there, I thought it was a kid, like the kids asking why, why what?
Why?
Oh boy.
That's
No,
kind
like
of
I
nice, Ken. Ain't nowhere Lincoln that we don't have to go through town no more.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Oh,
Say, that's the only reason why I think we started running this now was, they were waiting last year for it to get done, and then I don't know, I think they started this run a little late in the season because of winter time coming.
yeah.
well, Randy at North Missouri Outdoors. You have a blessed day and thank you for stopping in. And Nick says that Alvin may not be here anymore. He said he was earlier.
Getting some sprinkles now, Randy.
Are you? I need
Yeah.
some. My windshield is bad.
There's all around Sarah. Hi, Sarah. She says hi,
Hi,
Randy.
Sarah. I love you more, Sarah. Yeah, Tasha was in here earlier, Nick. I haven't seen her in a while. She was saying she's working nights now, so she hasn't been around for a while.
See, Alvin's still here.
That's a different Alvin.
Yeah, that's
There's an
Alvin
Alvin
walking.
Lewis. Yeah, there's an Alvin Lewis that was in earlier.
Yeah, a lot of people using their real names.
Well, it's
So it's kind of
easier
hard.
sometimes, but there is a lot of people don't even want their real names out there though. They won't give their
I
real
used
name.
I used to use my real name. Then I changed it to base place.
Sarah, Nick's doing fine. He's not around you.
She ignored your teasing,
Uh,
Randy. Oh yeah, let Lucy out.
All right.
So you get done with this one, Randy. You going home?
No, I'm just leaving home. I've been home all week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm headed to South Carolina with this one. Yeah, I got home Sunday. I wasn't planning on being home all week, but they offered me one going out to Washington State, but I didn't want to go out there.
Yeah.
You guys
And
want to hear
then
something?
one to Texas, and it's still a little bit hot in Texas. So,
You want to hear something funny?
yep.
I picked a cucumber off my vine, laid it on my kitchen table. Guy downstairs that comes up and cleans my cages to earn a little cash
Hmm.
asked me, "Where did you get that at?" I said, "Off my vine." This is the cucumber.
Oh, wow.
He wondered
Yeah, it's
where
a
I
pretty
got
good
it
sized
from.
cucumber.
Uh huh. I just let it grow.
Yeah, Nick Simply was in here a little bit ago. I don't know if she's still in here or not.
Carrie says she's using, I am using my name, Carrie Leopard. Oh, and I got a P.O. box, Randy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so now I got a mailing address for anybody that wants to know right on my About page. So that
Yeah,
way
make
I
sure
don't
it's
have
on.
to,
Yeah, make sure it's on your about page.
yeah, that way I don't have to let people know where I live. Well,
That's a
the vacuum,
safe deal for you, especially because you're there by yourself and stuff. So
uh huh.
that's why Shannon has a PO box there by us because she's home by herself all the time. So we don't give. I mean, I give the address out to certain people I know lot better. Like I'm going to have a new hat. You ain't got to look at that Tractor Supply hat no longer. Freezer Bound Outdoors is sending me a hat out, and so I'm going to have it on the dash advertising for Freezer Bound.
My vacuum pump just kicked on. I had to go plug its fan in. Yeah, this bad boy is going to be cut up and put in with vinegar and onions. I'm going to do one with balsamic and one with apple cider vinegar.
I ain't had a good cucumber sandwich in a long time. That sounds pretty good.
It does, but they're kind of hard to eat when you don't have teeth.
Yeah, I know.
Ken's just laughing.
Yeah, when I had my accident there back in April, I broke my partial up on top here. I think I'm gonna have to go get fitted for a new set.
Well, see, Ken, you're lucky you can wear dentures. I can't wear dentures. I'm allergic to the lining.
Oh,
They got different ones.
The bank ones, they can't get to fit me right.
Huh. Yeah, I'm in the process of getting them. I only have one tooth left. Got them all pulled out. And then my doctor quit. And where I go to have my insurance that takes my insurance, they haven't got nobody hired. And it's been like 6 months to go in and get my dentures. So I've been going without them. or ain't got them yet. After I got my damn teeth pulled, they said, yeah, what, after I get my last ones pulled, they fit them for me, and I'd get them, and then the doctor quit. Hey,
Oh,
Johnny.
wow. Johnny at Gillian Farms, right?
Yep,
Gilliam.
yep, yep. If you
Okay,
say it
now I
the
need a
right
new.
way, don't say it like Jesse does. Gilliam, or how Jesse says it different.
You say Johnny's
And
in here?
yep, Johnny's in here.
Hey Johnny, how you doing? The flip the flip flop rancher.
Yep. I don't see Christine yet, but Johnny's here.
I had a John. I have a John in my group. His name is it's Jon, and I think the last initial was F. Well, anyhow, Gilliam. Okay.
Yep, Gilliam Farms. Yep.
Backtrack, I think
Anyhow,
you're gone, aren't you? That's the channel I was telling you. He's got a backtrack hooligan is drag racing. Johnny there at Gillum Farms. He's got a GTO he drag races. That's who I was talking about earlier.
uh huh. Oh, Krispy Kreme Donuts is giving away free donuts this week.
Johnny said hi to you, Ken.
Yeah, I don't think I need any Krispy Kreme donuts. I had a honey bun, a glazed honey bun yesterday, and that's enough for my sweetness for the week.
Oh, my favorite's the Boston cream,
Oh, I love them.
which is custard filled.
Mhm.
Those are my favorite.
I haven't been
Yeah,
eating them. I've been doing really good, not eating any sweets.
got to shut that camera off again.
Yeah, Johnny, I was telling them that you was had a big meet coming up here. I think next week or something that you was talking about yesterday.
I think it shut itself off when the battery died.
Oh, yeah, Randy. The first time I came up here, I learned real quick to keep my windows rolled up because there's a lot of bull haulers that come out here and sit,
Hmm.
and that first couple days when I left out here, I bet I had 10 flies in the cab with me taking a
Oh,
ride.
and that's a pain to get them out.
Yeah,
Hi, Kelly.
I mean, I like to, it's weird because you smell that and it doesn't bother me. The smell doesn't bother me, and I got to put it in my mind. That's the smell of money going down the road.
Yep,
But yeah, I
but the
sure don't like
flies
being.
are a pain.
Oh yeah, they are. But I learned real quick, riding motorcycle. If I come up on a bull rack, get the heck around them as fast as I can.
Yeah, so you don't get no spray of some type.
Exactly, exactly.
I like watching cars go up the highway and not paying attention and ride right next to one, and
Oh
a cow
yeah,
lets loose and gets all over their windshield. It's so
yeah,
funny to watch that happen. And they get all mad.
Well,
Years
I had
ago,
us.
I was somewhere. There was some people called the cops because the cow pee and poop was coming out of the trailer. They thought it was hazardous coming
oh
out on
my
the road.
gosh. Well, years ago out at Waukene, Kansas, there was a FedEx driver that was parked right next to one. He jumped out and he was started cranking his legs down, to drop his set. And I guess a cow was in there and he cut loose and just went all over this guy. He had to go in and take a shower. It was that
Poor
bad.
guy.
I
poor,
worked for
poor
China
guy.
Cell Barn for a while, and I didn't mind doing that. I could run all over. The cops never pulled me over and wanted to DOP me very much when I was driving for them. Oh shoot, I forgot where I was at. Did you hear it? Reduce speed. I'll
Yep.
probably
Yeah.
get a call from safety. I get talking and not paying attention to the speed.
Oh, mostly since the road is empty.
Well, y'all, I'm out here.
All right,
I gotta
you got my
wait.
number. Holler when you come back through here. Maybe
Yep.
we'll see your Sat Brothers or something later.
Or same thing. I'll watch for you for a notification if you go live again.
Okay.
All right.
Have a
We'll
blessed day,
talk to y'all
Ken.
later. Thank you.
Bucky's in there doing zoomies. You can tell when you hear the pounding of the cages.
No.
He is comical. Lucy wants to say hi, Randy.
Hi, Lucy.
She can't hear you. Every time I'm talking to the computer, she eventually ends up wanting in my lap because she's jealous. She needs some attention.
Yep. She hears you talking and thinks you're talking to her and said, "Hey, come here."
She goes, Mom, I know you're crazy, but this is ridiculous. You're talking to yourself.
I know Shannon's goats. We were putting stuff in the truck this morning. She pulled in the driveway. They're all at the gate hollering at her. And every time we'd walk out with something to put in the truck, they just stand at the gate hollering at us, wanting us to come over to them.
Uh huh. Your dog does that, Carrie? Or your goats do that? Because Carrie says, my do that.
We're going, Shannon's going tomorrow to look at a new buck. We might have a new buck on the place tomorrow. It's kind of
Good. Just
all
in time.
red. Carrie's dog
Yeah.
does it.
Yep. So you're gonna get some breeding done, huh?
No, our breeding season's done for this year. We'll be having kids in December, but
Uh huh.
we're getting a lot of we're keeping a lot of the does from the buck we have, so we're trying to get a new buck, so we'll have something to breed next year.
Yeah. So
It's
you have
it's like
new
yeah,
blood.
it's yep, new blood. It's only 6 months old right now. The one we're looking at.
But by the time breeding season comes around again, it'll be
Yep,
ready.
yep, he'll be ready.
How long do goats stay pregnant?
I think it's she did them in I think it's 7 months, 8 months.
Close
I'm
to
probably
humans, huh?
wrong. Yeah, but she bred them in trying to think February, March, and they're going to be done in December. So
She said 5 months. She
oh,
just
Shannon's
popped
in
in.
here.
Yep. She just now
I,
popped
I
in.
I knew I'd be corrected.
Uh huh. Now, see, guinea pigs is anywhere from 55 to 73 days is their gestation period. Depends on how many how many pups they have. But rabbits is only 30 days, no matter how many pups they have,
Yeah,
or
I
how many
knew
kits they
30.
have.
I knew rabbits was fast.
Steve says 150 days, that's about 5 months. Shannon says it happens a lot.
Hey, if
And
you
she said hi to Charlie.
go out and look at our goats, my brother come out helped me hang a light in the kitchen the other day, and he thought they was getting ready to have babies. They go, no, not till December. They're already looking really fat.
Oh, that means you're going to have twins and possibly triplets or quads.
We hope.
What do you do when you get too many bucks?
We sell them, sell barn, or sell them outright.
Hmm. She says you learn a lot watching all these homestead videos. So true, cuz S.O. Swanson, who is Steve Swanson, we're cousins
Oh,
somehow. Because his last name is the same as my mother's maiden name. So when we met 3 years ago, we decided we were cousins.
you'll have to do that ancestry.com deal. Shannon keeps getting, she
Nah.
done that, and she keeps getting notifications from different people that are related to her.
Well, with us, it really doesn't matter. We adopted each other, just like Steve said.
Yeah.
We decided we're cousins.
Well, got a red light. I got to go on the scale. You guys be really quiet. Shannon, so far, I don't think I forgot anything yet. Usually, every time I leave the house, I forget something. I actually got my paperwork. Hey, dummy, you don't have to
Us-
turn your flashers on to go in the scale house. He ain't got no license plate on his trailer.
Oh boy. Now I'm going to put myself on mute so I don't cause any problems.
Oh, you ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Oh, I thought you said that I keep quiet.
No, it's a joke. Used to have
Oh,
somebody riding with me. I tell them get in the back and hide.
oh, okay. Shannon says she loaded the truck and she hopes you didn't forget anything.
Yeah, she put the cage in when she's gonna go see that. She, we got a cage we put in the back of the pickup. Go buy goats. We got a big slop trailer too, but if you're only getting one, we don't need to hook the trailer up.
Gillum says that's normal nowadays, isn't it, Randy? No license plates.
Yep.
Johnny says that. Now I'm going to have to make a sheet. I got enough names. I have to make a cheat sheet in my notes so that I have everybody's name typed. Shannon says I didn't put it in yet. I trimmed 2 sets of goat's feet.
Oh,
That's a few hooves.
I trimmed hers while I was home this week.
Shannon's.
Yep. She had an ingrown toenail. I should have got my grinder out and fixed it for her.
Steve says that was a quick way in.
Yep. IP digits.
Hey, P digits. Shannon says she opened up the gates for the cows and they haven't went to the field yet.
No. They might not seen it open yet. Vindicator sees it's open, he'll be able to get closer to the girls. We got cows across the road, and our bull isn't fascinated with them.
Charlie's asking Shannon how his grand calf is doing.
I did no videos while I was home. Charlie was going to, but I went out a few times, and he'll almost come up to me. He don't walk nowhere. He runs everywhere.
Yes, he's short pickings quail is in your general area, Shannon. She agrees he is fast.
Yeah, he just runs everywhere.
Well, if I ever get my third cage together and I moved one of the does to her own cage so that way all of them have their own cage, I'll probably stop and put her in the buck's pen for 3 fall offs. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine's Time and Timber. She's in your general area, Randy and Shannon.
Oh, hi, Jasmine.
And she's one of the teachers at QuailCon University. I mean, at Quail University, Quail 101.
Hmm.
Yep. So and Tara's out in California, and she has a city lot, and she does a lot of things there. Hey, P digits. Jasmine, you going to get a video out soon?
You say she lives in our area?
Jasmine, yeah. She lives in Missouri.
Oh,
P digits says that his favorite place for cows is on his grill. So, Jasmine, you're going to get a video out soon?
P digits. I like my beef too. I'd rather have beef than any other meat.
I won't buy beef because the only place I can get beef right now is in a grocery store. And I don't like slurry. I don't like meat glue.
We usually butcher or have our own, raise our own beef and pork, and we sold the one we was going to butcher because I wanted to buy these Hereford cows and bull, and so we sold the one we had. We was going to butcher this year, but
I used to have two upright deep freezers, and we would get a half a cow and a whole hog every year until the butcher shop closed. Nowadays, you can't find a butcher shop very easily.
We got Mennonites butcher our animals for us. But the Mennonites do it. There's a guy actually comes out and kills and well spam risk comes out, hangs them and takes it to the butcher shop, and then they cut it up for us and process it.
Well, that's cool. All good, Randy. I have plenty of elk and deer in the freezer.
Now the cows I got right now, none of those are butchers. And our baby calf we're selling him. I think we got him sold already.
Hmm. I'd love to be able to get a hold of some elk or deer. P. Digit says, absolutely, Randy. I love smoking beef loin whenever I can afford it.
Now last year on our hog, we Shannon usually raises two hogs a year, and
Uh huh.
last year it was cheaper the price of feed. We actually bought a hog from the butcher shop, and they dressed it the way we wanted it, the way she wanted it. So, and it was a pretty good hog. I forget how big it was, but
That's cool. Charlie says deer season opens here on October 1st.
our bow season opened today for deer season. The bow. Johnny, if you ain't doing nothing, you can come up, or Charlie, either one of you, anybody can come up. You guys want to come up?
He's pinned the link that you can welcome to come up.
Yeah, we'd like to have a bigger farm like Johnny's got down there in Oklahoma, but we only got 3 acres, so we're kind of limited on what we got. We probably got too many animals on our 3 acres already. That I don't know how many goats Shannon's got now. We got
Shannon,
two
how many goats
horses,
do you have?
a bunch of chickens, and 4 cows now. So four, 3 dogs.
Johnny says he'll pop in for a minute. He's editing right now.
Uh, yeah, that's what he does. Pretty good editing and doing stuff. They was talking that about that on his live last night on Scott's live yesterday. I'm not any good at editing nothing.
23 goats. How many are in milk, Shannon?
They're all me goats.
Dang.
We got one that's a half breed, half milk goat and half meat goat. We had a milk goat and we got rid of her. I don't know if she's going to get another one or not. She tries to have one milk goat there on the place. That way, if she has quads or triplets or whatever and needs extra milk, she just has the milk on hand.
Uh huh. P. Digit says, despite Mary's plea, he loves eating lamb. So do I, but I can't afford it. With all the sheep farms around here and goat farms, the only land that you can find they ship from Australia. That's why it's so high priced.
Shannon's got a lot of people that got goats from Australia that follow her channel.
Yeah, but shipping lamb from Australia to Ohio to put in the grocery stores, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. I mean, there's all kinds of farms around the United States. It should be something closer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put a list up on my eggs because I'm getting 25 eggs a day.
Wow.
Shannon says the goat market grew in the U.S., but Australia was on quarantine.
Yeah, when they was on quarantine, our prices of goats went up to over $5 a pound.
Yep, $25 a pound.
No, $5 a pound.
Oh, $5 a pound. I was going to say, shoot, that's a lot. Charlotte says that's because Shannon is awesome.
Yeah, he's sucking up. Hi, Johnny.
Howdy. How are
Hey,
you, Randy?
Johnny.
Hey, Verna. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Just as
Good.
crazy as ever.
So, Randy, where you headed today? I forgot.
David, David City, Nebraska, pick up a new grain trailer, and
Okay.
then I'm headed to South Carolina with it.
Wow. You know, I used to drive back and forth to South Dakota quite a bit from here. Now, of course, I wasn't doing it with a truck or anything like that. Uh, I was just doing it in the car. But man, that on the road stuff, you guys got my respect. You
Yeah,
know,
a lot of people don't realize what we do out here or miss. It's you miss a lot of family stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, different things, and then the riding, takes a toll on people's bodies.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah. It does. I mean, you're pretty well, sedimentary sitting there. So they try to do things with the seats and everything to make it a
yeah,
much better
yeah. It's a
experience. But
lot better than when I started.
yeah,
I started in '85, and the trucks are a whole lot different than they was then. And my dad
yeah,
drove for years, before he died, and I remember some of
yeah,
his old trucks had those spring ride seats
yeah,
and cab overs, you bouncing around, no spring or no air ride on the suspension. Now we got air
yeah.
ride trucks, and cabs air ride, and air ride seats. So it's a whole lot better than it used to be.
Quite a bit better. Quite a bit.
Hey, your GTO's a '69, the one you race, ain't it?
Yes.
I had one. A doctor committed suicide. It was a factory 400,
Yeah.
and it was a one owner, and I bought it, and I sold it to my cousin. He still has it. He's the third owner of it. It's just in the garage. He don't even drive it. I keep trying to get him to sell it back to me, but he won't sell it.
So what'd you sell it for?
I was into service, going into service, and I couldn't take it with me, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I've
You're
had a lot
locking
of
up.
cars in my time, though. So am
Yeah.
I?
Well, you did first,
Yeah,
second, third, but
Highway
that's
2 here. Yeah. Hey, John.
hi, John. There's several folks out there I'm not familiar with. Ugly dog lures. Howdy. And
Ugly Dog, that's Charlie. He paints lures. He was actually, he just had a heart attack and he's retired now, but he
yeah.
lives in Clovis, New Mexico. And he was
Oh,
like
okay.
a bomb disposal guy at the Air Force Base out there, Clovis.
Oh, wow.
He was in charge of making sure if there's any explosive things brought into the base. That was his
Yeah.
job. I
You
met
know,
them after I spent the weekend with them last year. We went out and barbecued and everything.
yeah, I got a kind of a funny kind of a story about something like that. My grandfather used to, and my grandmother's uncle or brothers used to work down there at Braggs, Oklahoma, down there at the where they had the what is it, National Guards now and stuff like that. But they used to do training. The military did training out there. And they would fire all that ordnance at a hill over there, which was called Round Mountain down in camp. So whenever that would happen, they would after everything was over and everybody was done practicing, as far as, in other words, when the war was over, they decided to send these people out there to see if they could find unexploded ordnance. So people were going out
Oh,
there, and my uncle and my grandpa went out there together, and they were in this little Jeep, and they found some unexploded ordnance, and they were trying to figure out how to get it back to base. So my uncle carried it while my grandpa drove, and he had it in his lap. So there's a picture of it, him driving with that ordnance in his lap.
wow.
So it could have went off at any second, and just, we're talking a huge mortar type round. But
Yeah, you
anyway,
could have lost them both really quick.
oh yeah. Yeah, but they didn't know what, they were like, well, the safest place, they were thinking, we can't just lay it in the back because it'll be rattling around. So the softest place in here is like right in his lap. You're talking about an old military Jeep that's bouncing around and stuff
Yep.
like that. So
Yeah, them Jeeps weren't.
hi,
I
Carrie.
rode in many of them. They're not very smooth riding.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They will beat you to death, and that's just driving down your driveway.
Yep. They were fun to drive, but they
Yeah.
weren't no pleasure ride.
No, if your back is good and all that stuff, yeah, they were good.
Yeah, yeah. When I was young, when I was in the service, it was fun then, but I probably couldn't handle it now.
Yeah. Yeah, Ugly Dog Lures said we had a bomb drum we exploded them in, and yeah, and that would have been the right thing to do. Go out to where it's at, take this thing with you, and just kind of get it in there robotically or however, and ignite it. But they just like, well, let's take it back to base.
It's a wonder they lived through it all.
Yeah, it's amazing they lived through it all.
Because when you said it, I was picturing them exploding.
I
Yeah,
there's a I watched nothing but YouTube, and yesterday when Scott got done, and
yeah,
before yours came on, I was watching a video. This guy in Ukraine is taking a tractor, and he put all this armored metal all the way around his tractor,
yeah,
and then he had another guy who was sitting in a bucket way up high with the remote control. They wired the tractor up remote control and put like a mine, sweeping deal on the front of the tractor. Because
yeah,
over, I guess, in Ukraine, the Russians were putting all kinds of landmines
yeah.
all over their fields.
Hmm.
And the guys sitting up there way up and doing a remote controlled tractor through their fields so they could plant their fields. I
Wow.
watched that when I was waiting for you to come on last night.
Wow. So whenever you say there, he wasn't in the bucket that was sweeping, was he?
No, he was in
Okay.
another no, he was in another tractor, another end of the field, but they had him up in the air, I guess, for some reason, so they get better signal or something.
Yeah, better
And they,
signal.
yeah, but he was in the back bucket there. They had the video showing where he's going around there doing the field. He had a look like a tiller type deal on the front of the tractor,
Yeah.
and yeah, running it all over there trying to find all the mines. But his tractor survived. He
Wow.
took he got some old military equipment, took the metal off of it and had it look like a tank going around this tractor.
Yeah, he's trying to save his tractor just in
Yeah,
case it does blow up. So yeah, because it's hard to just sacrifice your tractor just for no reason.
yep.
Well, there is a reason, but I'm getting that. And
That's
even after you go over your field with that whole thing, it's still going to be in the back of your mind.
yep. Is there one out there when I go out?
That thing missed one.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Eh,
It's not really funny, but I laugh a lot, so I figure laughter is the best medicine for me, so I do it.
Yep.
But um, yeah, that is a wild story. Is that Tim and Timber Homestead?
It's time and timber.
Time and Timber. Yeah, that
Yep.
is a wild story. So, but anyway, yeah, we're going drag racing. We're taking the 69 on the 29th and 30th. We will be in Ark City, Kansas. The car has a lot more power than the last time I took it, and so we're gonna see if we can set a personal best in it. Um, the slicks
We're
actually came in yesterday while I was on. I think I was on Scott's Live, and
we're in Kansas, you say?
it's Ark City, Arkansas
Or
City.
okay.
Yeah, it's going to be at Mid America Dragway. And Drew of Drew's Lens, he said him and Lindsay are going to come, but it's going to be one of those things. If they show up, they show up. Um, but we're
Maybe
looking.
I can work my way over that way.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're
Yeah.
looking forward to going. I mean, we're kind of now on the 29th. It's going to be test and tune and some kind of a dinner at some kind of a building that they've got out there. And then on Saturday, if you can only make one day, Saturday is the race. I mean, that's the
Okay.
time to be there. So I think we start running about. Well, I am not sure. I think it's like I want to say we're going to start around noon as far as the actual race. I think our time trials start about 9 a.m. 9 a.m. that morning.
I used to drag race when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
when I was in high school, and a little bit, before I went into service.
Uh-huh.
And then I went service. I got out. I got back into circle track, but we've
Mm-hmm.
been wanting to get back in. My wife loves. She don't like the circle track, but she loves drag race. We got a track like 15 miles from us. We got a dirt track and circle track at the same location in
Yeah.
Osborne, Missouri.
Yeah.
And she'll go over on the weekends without me going watching the drag strip. She
Oh,
loves the drags.
they do have a drag strip over there.
Yep, yeah, we got it was there first, and then they built a dirt track there too. It
What's the track called?
Osborne, or no,
Osborne.
US 36 Speedway or
Okay.
Raceway.
US 36 Speedway. That helps me a lot more. US
Yeah,
36. So hook set you Johnny. I guess I don't understand that one.
he uh he subbed to you.
Oh, oh,
Some
oh,
people don't
oh.
like saying subscribe, or in
Thank
the
you.
fishing community, we always say hook set
Oh,
because there
God.
for a while YouTube would get mad
Yeah.
when like we're doing a live and if somebody's saying they sub or whatever, they
Yeah.
got mad. So we started it a long time ago. If we're in the fishing community, see, I got all. I'm not in just one community. I
Mm-hmm.
do everybody. I get around everywhere,
Right.
and we say hook set if you're subbing to somebody
Okay.
in the
Okay.
fishing community.
All right. I don't ever
Whereas what I do is say, I gotcha.
I don't ever get to fish. So
Mm.
fishing is like one of the things that I wish I could do, and I just can't get
Well,
there.
you got a pond.
Oh yeah, I
When
got.
you're out there on the dozer, you can drop a line.
I actually stocked that pond earlier this year too. It's
Oh, did
just
you?
right now it's pretty low. You know, it of course that's the reason why I was doing the dozer work on it while it's down. Um, I'm trying to fit that old pond is. You know, we were trying to figure out how old is that pond because it was there when my grandfather bought the property, and he had it about, oh gosh, we've had it in the family at almost 90 years. And so, you know, when was the pond built? We don't know. Mom said it looked like it had been there a long time whenever, you know, she, her and dad got it, which was, they had it over, oh, I guess 70 years. So, anyway, um, and that part where the cattle are, that's kind of that's family land that was passed down, and then we've got 90 acres up here where we live that we bought.
You had a lot of help that day you was out there dozing.
Oh yeah, yeah, the
Them cows.
cattle were out there turning it up for me a little bit. They were trying to break that soil up for me. So yeah,
It's like when we do anything around the house, there are goats and cows there and horses. They want to be right. The machines don't bother them.
well, you know, the thing about it was the cattle. They all, whenever I started dozing, they all went to the other end of the field, and you can see it in the time lapse.
Yeah,
They all go the far end, and then all of a sudden, in unison, they just here they all come, and they come. I mean, they're just all around me, and
yep. All of a sudden, it's all right there around you. It's hard for you to doze anything, move any dirt. That
and
one didn't want to get out of the way. You almost had to run over her.
but yeah, that's the thing about time lapse. It makes it look a little bit different than it, you know, the speed. Well, a lot
Yep.
different than the speed. But you know, Christine, my wife, when she watched that, whenever I edited it, she goes, "Wow, you almost hit those cows." And I'm like, "Well, you know, you remember I'm on a dozer, so it'd be like the slowest hit ever." Kinda.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, that video, I really liked that one. It turned out, I think it turned out really well.
Yeah,
Uh,
it did. I liked it.
and so,
I
um,
watch a lot of channels that do excavating work. I watch
mhm,
Dirt Perfect and Let's Dig 18.
yeah,
And when I was in the service, I got to learn how to run dozers, cranes, and all that. And
yeah,
when I got out, I thought about doing heavy equipment to driving. I wish I had a stuff, but
yeah,
it's relaxing sitting there watching them do it like you do in a pond. They do a lot of ponds and different dirt work. And after you get done, what it looks like, when you
yeah. You see
start,
it.
the move the dirt around. And there's a new guy I'm watching. My last name's Smith. His is Smith, and he's just learning. And if I watch a video like we was talking yesterday, on yours and then on Scott's, when I'm watching a video, I critique people's videos. I tell them how I feel. If I see something wrong. And this
Hmm.
guy, he took a bunch of topsoil and put behind,
Yeah,
he built his core, but he
yeah,
built a core on the backside of the dam because he's trying to save some trees. But he's put
yeah,
his topsoil down first and then put
yeah,
clay over top of it. Then he ran
yeah,
out of topsoil,
hmm,
and I go, "You're doing it wrong." I go, "The topsoil, you got to save all that,
yeah,
or the water's just going to go through topsoil
right,
and stuff." He's just learning. He bought him an excavator and a dozer, and he was just cleaning brush up when he first started, but he's
yeah,
starting to do dirt work. And
yeah,
I go, man, watch some of these guys that actually do that for a living. I mean, you
yeah,
can't bury a lot of places topsoil is a rare commodity or whatever. There's some places don't have very much, and
yeah,
so you got to save it. But he buried a whole bunch of it, and then he run out, and they had to haul some in.
yeah. Yeah, the down there where that pond was, if you'll look after the fact, it looked like where I was working on that. That looked like topsoil where I was working. It wasn't.
Uh-huh.
It was clay. It was.
How
It's
was it?
a. There's clay. There's red clay, and then there's a gray clay in that area. And so what I was doing was I was moving that clay around back behind and packing it in. And back behind that pond bank, down below where it's been leaking, there is a ton of clay down there. But there's also some topsoil in the very back that I'm going to have to move out of the way and then put the clay up against the back. And then I've got one more thing that I'm not going to disclose yet that I'm going to do to stop that pond from leaking. And it's a kind of an old, it's not putting pigs in it, but there's an old way of stopping those from leaking that I'm going to do.
There is a. I watched this guy. I forget where he's at. And I forget the name right now offhand, but he had a pond built and it leaked. They come
Mm-hmm.
in and read core. Or first they tried. They got this powder stuff. He goes out in his boat and spreads it around. And then
Bentonite.
if you watch it, yeah, I think that is. And then there's also this guy built the biggest bass pond down in Alabama.
Is it Bama
And
bass?
he had to do it too. Yeah, on his pond is some kind. I don't know what that stuff is for sure, but watch Bama's. He did it on his, and it worked. And you could see where it would come through the dirt
Uh-huh.
where the leaks was, and you could see it. It would filter through there and stop it up.
Yeah.
But
That's
they went out there and spread it all around.
yeah. Bentonite will do that if you can get it. But boy, it's expensive. I've got something. I've got something I'm going to try that's basically just going to, for me, it's just going to mean time. And whenever I say time, I mean very little time. So I'm going to try it out. It's something my um, an uncle of mine said he has done. He's had several different properties, several different ponds, lots of cattle, and it's something that he said has always worked for him. So I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see if it works. It'll be one of those.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, folks.
Yeah.
And if it works, it
Or
works.
later on, you can just dig a core and
Yeah.
redo the core.
Well,
If it don't.
that's the other thing I thought about just just draining it and recoring it and all that stuff, but really, where that pond is, it's kind of an odd situation right there. It's the the if my brother ever sold his property, um, somebody would own just a small portion of that pond. That wouldn't be me.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah. It's
So
right
I
on the
really
line.
don't want to put too much into that pond just in case something happens down the road. So I've got another place where I'm going to build a pond. Actually, two more places I'm going to build ponds on that property that are a lot better. And so I'm just, right now I'm just fixing this one up. It's where one of the main places where the cattle get something to drink. So I'll fix this one up, and then whenever I get a chance or time, I'm going to start working on those other ponds. One of them's going to be a great big pond. The other one's going to be probably about a little smaller than the one that I've been working on. So
Yeah, you don't want to put a lot of money into it and take a chance not having it.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
my brother's place actually runs down the hill kind of a little bit right there, and just catches the corner of that pond. And there's no fence there, but it does catch it. And like I said, if he ever sells out or anything, it'd be, So I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of time and effort into that deal. So it holds enough I mean, it's never went completely dry. Even last year, whenever we were drier than any time I can ever remember. it has never gone completely dry. It always provides something for the cattle to drink. So
Well, that's good. A lot of
yeah,
places dried up all the way.
yeah. There's places north of us up in Kansas that are horrible shape right now.
What part of Oklahoma? I've been going to ask you. What part of Oklahoma are you guys actually in?
I'm in northeastern Oklahoma.
Northeast. Okay.
Yeah, I'm up here in the northeast, but up north of us, up north of Bartlesville, right there's a strip right there that's just in what they call an exceptional drought up there. And I've got many friends that own property up that way, and their ponds have dried up. They're on water rationing. They can't even use water for whatever they want to. Um, out of the even the folks, some of them's wells have dried up.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a bad situation. And then you go south and you get the same thing again once you get down in
I know
Texas.
they said Missouri a lot. Our area, we're not in a drought, but they said Missouri's in a big drought this year because they was talking about the hay. I was telling you what we're paying for hay,
Hmm.
and it's ridiculous. Now, yesterday I drove up King or day before. There's a lot of people out putting up hay, and the price is dropping down. We bought 13 more bales. We give $90 a piece, but it's really good hay
Yeah,
yesterday. But some of it's dropping down to 70 now. You can get, but it's not the
yeah,
greatest quality of hay, but it is dropping a little bit. But in our state, they got a deal. If you're shipping hay in from somewhere else, the government's helping you with the shipping.
yeah,
But our county, we're not in it, but we're not having to buy, have it shipped in anyway. But we're finding enough that it's high. But you can get it some places for $50 a bill out of state, but it's
yeah.
about time you have it shipped, it costs you the same.
Right. Well,
Hey, Randy and Johnny, I'm going to
Uh,
have to leave you guys. So you'll have a
okay,
blessed day.
okay, doke.
you can leave the
Bye
deal,
bye.
leave it running, let your people on work on your hours.
Mhm.
You can leave it running.
Alrighty.
I'll tell everybody what you're doing. Yeah, I do that quite a bit, Johnny. I let people co-stream.
Yeah,
I messed up. I hit the wrong button on StreamYard here a while back, so I
yeah,
paid for a year.
yeah,
I was doing it by the month, and I hit the wrong button. I paid for a year, so I let people co-stream working on their watch hours,
yeah, yeah,
help people out.
yeah. We have that paid version of StreamYard too. Simply because the way StreamYard is now, you can only what is it? You only have um,
6.
it's not very many hours. It's a
Yeah,
month.
you get 20 hours free.
Yeah, and then they had cut it down to where it was you got. I mean, even from when Jess and Lisa and Dale and all them got it, it's changed. So whenever we got it, they said we had like it was like we got 4 hours a month that we could use it
Mm-hmm.
and free. And I was like, if we have a live or we go over, I mean, we feasibly could have kind of done it, if we just really stuck to the. But we decided we just want to go live whenever we want to go live. So kind of like you.
Yep.
So anyway, we're going live. We go live Thursdays at 5 Central, and then we go live every other Saturday in on at 8 o'clock. Every other Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And that one's called Chilling with the Gillums, and we do a panel with that one.
Right.
So, but
Was
you said,
Christine going to do it live
yeah,
too on hers?
um,
I didn't realize you guys were talking yesterday. I didn't know she had her channel, so I subscribed last night to her.
appreciated Randy. She that meant a lot to her. You
When
know,
Shirley gets, I can't do it on the road, like on the computer, but
hmm,
Shirley's in charge of my Nightbot.
yeah,
Like I got a Nightbot tells everybody go to Shannon my wife or and go to the Vineyard Chicks, I'll
Hmm.
have Shirley. I'll call Shirley and have her put an ad on my Nightbot, for her channel
Yeah,
and advertise for her on here.
yeah, she's just getting started and everything, and actually we're getting ready. I think we're getting ready to film a video here because if you like we were talking about in our live, or my 40-year class reunion is coming up. That's a whole nother deal. It's tomorrow, and we're doing it. We're putting it on, me and her, and so she is going to be making some things for the reunion, and we're gonna film it, and she's gonna put it on her channel.
That's pretty
So
good.
yeah,
That's pretty bad. You was talking about that. You're not one of the officers, but you got to put it on, and they had had all these officers, and then didn't get involved.
yeah. I thought, wow, really? We couldn't have a class reunion? I mean, we've been we had a 10-year, and then I learned later that they actually did have a 30, I think, and the 30 was just a few of them, and they got together and they went to a football game. It's like
Uh,
a clique of them got together and went to a football game, and they called that the 30, but they didn't put it out for you know
Everybody, huh?
everybody, all the classmates. So I thought, wow. So anyway, I decided, well, let's do something. So this is Randy. Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
Hi.
So we were just talking
Oh,
about
we're
you.
driving. I think we're driving.
Yeah, he's
Yep,
driving.
we're driving.
Hey, Randy.
How
We're
you
driving.
doing?
I'm well. I'm glad it's Friday.
Me too. I got to go to work though.
Oh, sorry.
I was home all week. Now I got to work on the weekend.
Oh, well, you be safe out there. I always think about you driving. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
my cousin's a truck driver too, and that's I don't know. I think what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a safety girl, so risky.
Risk management.
Yes.
It is, and it's getting worse. I've been out here, 38, 39 years, and it's changed. My wife, actually, she's in here right now. That's
Oh,
how we
really?
met. She was a truck
Oh,
driver, too.
oh, cool. So now you guys team tag it?
Nope, she stays home. She ain't been on
Oh,
the road in a long time. We got together and she stayed home. I thought when we got together I'd have somebody to ride with, but nope.
she's
No,
Mhm.
I
smart.
don't allow her to drive no more because one time we was in Kansas, I made her mad, and you don't make a woman mad, and then they have a license because they run off and leave you. She pulled out of the truck
Yeah.
stop, was leaving me there at the truck stop. Ask her, she's
Oh,
right here. She's in here. I made her mad. She's leaving me.
oh, I like her. Haven't you met her? I like her.
Oh,
Yeah,
ugly, ugly dogglers said, link it up. I'll support her. And it's if you're looking for the channel, it's Christine Mrs.
you
Gillum
can
Oh,
drop.
Farm.
I made you a mod,
Yeah,
Johnny. Go ahead and drop it in there.
I'll have to go on.
thank
Let
you.
me see if I can do this.
That
I'm
was a good
driving, so
chat.
I can't type it in.
Yeah, she'd have to. Let me see here.
I gotta get back to work. It's good talking to you. Be safe. Love
Yep.
you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, oh yeah. Hang on just one second, Randy. I got to ask her a question. Let's see here.
Well, we're made to Lincoln, guys. Ken is right. It was darkening up here, and oh, Shannon, you were in here earlier. I might be able to. I'm going to see the Mad Dog Barbecue at Sap Brothers this afternoon when I come back. But Ken's going to be coming back across there too, so Ken might meet up with us too. Now, Shannon, you actually seen Johnny and Christine. I was telling you about they drag race and they got the farms down in Oklahoma, who I was talking about last night.
Howdy. Yep, I sure did. She said she left you.
Yeah, that ain't a good feeling either when you see your truck pulling out of the driveway.
I love that. That's awesome. Sorry,
Yeah.
Randy, but I gotta support the girls.
Now she's a dispatcher at a trucking company that makes car batteries. She's a dispatcher.
Wow. So
Where's he headed to?
he is. He's
I'm
headed
in
to Nebraska.
Nebraska
Yeah, and he's
right
headed
now.
what was it? Cincinnati?
No, I'm going to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yep.
He's going to South Carolina.
St. George.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I always wanted to go there.
She always
But-
wanted to go there.
Not
Tell her I
Not
got her
my
some
truck,
more
though.
subscribers coming over.
Huh?
Tell her I got her some more subscribers coming over.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Well, tell him I'm just getting started. So.
I'm going to put an ad on my Nightbot to shout your channel out too for everybody. So
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it.
if you get close and you want to work on your watch hours, you can come in like Verna was doing later. You can just come in, click on, and say you're co-streaming with me, and you don't even have to stay here. And that's how Jerry from Butler Family Farms.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he got his watch hours. A lot of them.
Yeah.
He would come in here and ride when he was going to the doctor and different things.
Yeah.
And me and him, we worked because I do 5 or 6 hour lives.
Yeah.
And that's how we got our watch hours. So we've been helping a lot of people do it.
Yeah. That was one of the weird things about our channel, or about this channel, about the Gillen Farms channel, is the watch hours never, and I've said this before, the watch hours have never been I don't understand it, but the watch hours haven't been really that much of a problem. The subscribers was a huge problem. I mean, getting to 1,000 subscribers seemed like it took forever. But the watch hours just came just pretty much like that. And I don't, there's an auction video I put out, about a month ago, a little over a month, where I went to the talc oil auction. And that one alone gave us 10,000 watch hours. That video. So the auction videos really seem to do well.
I like the auction videos. I like going when I worked at a sale barn, Tina, and I drove their truck, but I'd work the sales too, and I got to go to a lot of the different sale barns. And me and my wife both, we like going to the sale barns and looking and stuff all the time. And I enjoy the sale barn videos, especially that one where that one cow was kind of wild, was down there in the front, jumped up in them guys' lap.
Yeah, that's the video. Yeah, that one got 60 some odd thousand views. That video did.
Yeah, I showed Shannon that. She was watching it there with me, and I go, "Look here, watch!" And that cow about jumped out of the arena.
Yeah, I got through his Mountain Dew at her.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. I was like, she is going to go over that thing, and I mean, I could tell. Like, we were sitting up there in the stands, and I was watching her pacing around and around that, and that's a tall fence. I mean, that's over 8 feet, and I thought she is going to try. She's going to try to get over that, and sure enough, she did. I mean, it's an 8-foot pipe fence, and that cow, if she had got her brisket over it, she'd have went over it.
Yep.
But she hit right at her chest, hit it on the top. That's the only thing that stopped her from coming plumb over it.
Yeah, when I was a kid, that was my first job. Was working at a sale barn in Iowa. I grew up in Dunlap, Iowa.
Yeah.
And I'm from Missouri, but we moved to Iowa when I was a kid. And I worked for the senator of Iowa, Jim Shaven. He built a big sale barn there in Dunlap. We had just a hog barn first, small one, then he built a big one. And that was my first job, cleaning up pens and doing pen back and stuff. And we had some Brahmas that were really tall. we had the big tall fences there too when we built it, and they would just jump from pin to pin to pin.
Yeah, yeah. Brammers are hard to keep in. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, you're just if you got brammers, you need to have calm brammers. I mean, you need to make sure that you're, you know, a, a fence for a brammer is just a suggestion. That's all it
Yep.
is. I mean, it's just, you know, eh, maybe you should stay in here type of thing. And it's just same as a buffalo. It's a suggestion. Yeah, but if a brammer wants out, it's going. I mean, it's just going to leave, and that's the reason why. I mean, we've got Brangus cattle, but we try to make sure that we really watch them and make sure that they're a really calm animal. If it comes into the ring and it's all head high and, you know, fidgeting around, it ain't going home with us. But if it's really calm and stuff like that, you know, we'll take a chance on it. Now, you know, the sale barn, you can get a really good animal, and I'm going to make a suggestion. If you're going to buy something at sale barn and it's a cow, buy a heifer. Buy something that really hasn't had a calf yet. Um, because once the cows come through, if you see a really, really good looking cow come through the sale barn, probably something going
There's
on.
something wrong. Yep.
There's something going on because people don't just sell their really,
They're
really
good.
great
They're
looking
good stock. No.
cows. So, um, anyway, um, you know, it's just one of those things. You know,
Yeah, that's why I switched this year. We usually just raise a cow for beef, but Shannon, for my birthday this year, she brought me a bull. We're raising the miniature Herefords now,
oh
and we
wow,
got two
okay.
cows, and one of them had a calf already. It was already bred,
Yeah,
but we don't have very many acres. We only have 3 acres, so we don't have much room. But
right.
they're just as calm. My wife goes out there. My bull, you can feed him bananas. Walk up to the fence there, and he loves bananas.
So with 3 acres, you probably don't have any grass, right?
I actually do.
Really?
We went in when we first. I bought this place from my brother. We lived a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 acres over there, but I moved over years ago, 12, 20 years ago, and I went in and fertilized it and did different things, planted grass seed, and we usually have a lot of grass. That's one of the reasons I got the cow. My wife raises goats, and the
Mm-hmm.
goats. Everybody thinks goats eat anything, but they won't.
No,
They
I
are
won't.
picky as hell, and they won't eat just the grass stand after. So we got all this grass. Our fields look great, and we'd have one cow out on it. Well, it couldn't eat it all, and she seen this bull, and it was only $450, and we couldn't believe there's something. Got to be something wrong with him, you know. It's only $450 for this bull,
Yeah.
and we talked to the guy, and he actually delivered it, met us halfway, and bull was so calm. My wife walks in the pen with him, tells him to back up so she can get his feed bowl, and he'll
Mm-hmm.
back up from her and give her room. And he don't try to charge her or do anything. And he'll walk up and he'll get his banana and just stand there and let you rub his head. And then we bought this other cow. Her udders ain't the greatest, but she's kind of sweet, old
Yeah.
cow, and really calm. And then I bought another one up in Iowa, and she was bred, and it had a calf about a month ago and stuff. So, but we had some. Shannon have to tell you what was them little cows we had, babe. I can't remember what it was. If they was miniatures, but man, they were mean. And I was afraid she was because she's home by herself doing this stuff all the time, and I'm afraid she's gonna get hurt. We had three of them, and it had a calf, and
Uh,
people that we got it from, they used to rope it, and their
yeah.
boys had motorcycles that scared the hell out of them. And
Ugly dog lures said they had to run.
all
So
right,
bye,
Charlie.
Charlie. So it's good meeting you. Um, so we've got some folks up there not very far from. I need to do a video whenever I'm driving by one day. They've got 3 cows. Actually, they've got a bull and 2 cows, and they've got them in about an acre. And of course, out there where we're at, we haven't had rain in for but there's so many. They have so many cattle in this on this acre that it never grows grass ever.
Oh, they overfeed
So
it.
so what they thought they could do, and I was this is just observation from somebody who drives by every day, is they were thinking that they could just feed these cattle range cubes and grain and they would be fine with no hay or grass. That doesn't work. You
No, don't.
cannot just feed cattle grain or range cubes. You can't do it. So their cattle were just dropping pounds like crazy, even though they were just pouring the grain to them. Because there's no filler. There's no. They've got to have that roughage. It's
Yep.
part of their biology. They've got to have roughage. So they finally found some hay um, somewhere, and this was last year. And is what we call it's what my hay guy likes to call flowering alfalfa. It was a broom's hedge or brome that had already gone to
Seed.
seed, and whenever that happens, it's just blowing around. And she said zebu is what you
Yeah,
had.
zebu. Yeah, the zebus. Yeah.
So
Uh,
they put this hay out there for them cattle, and I mean it's more than they had, but they couldn't even eat it. so uh so it's basically they're just wallering it around, and the cows are just keep dropping weight, and I could not believe it, but this spring those one of those cows had a calf, and the cow looked like it weighed about, we're talking a cow that started off at about 1,000 pounds is down to about 500 now.
wow.
And she had a calf and it lived. I can't believe that it didn't abort, but she had a calf. And then the calf is almost the same. It was born this spring. It's almost still the same size as it was born right now.
Oh,
I mean, it's
not getting no
because
nutrition.
she doesn't have any milk. She can't make any
Yeah.
because she doesn't get anything to make milk with. So it's
People
it's
like that shouldn't have animals. I'm sorry.
it's really sad. There was a point there whenever I was hauling hay last year, and they had no hay or anything like that. And it's right there at their house. I mean, it's not like they're out on the range somewhere. They're basically part of their front yard. They've made into this cattle enclosure, and that's where the cows are. And I almost stopped and just said, "Hey, I'm going to push one of these bales of hay off here and for you guys." And and the only reason I didn't is because I thought this is going to really come off wrong. Um, so I went by one day when I didn't have any hay, and I just kind of I saw them outside, and I just pulled in and I said, "Hey, do you guys need any hay or anything like that?" I mean, I didn't even look at the cows. I just said I was just checking to see if y'all. I've got a couple of bale I can sell over here and everything. No, we're good. I said okay.
Oh,
I just went on because I was like, oh gosh, they don't realize this, but I mean, and I didn't want to be that person who,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. We've turned people in just like that. We've
yeah,
actually, when we lived at the other place, we lived over at Bramer. The people had a bunch of horses. And they were nothing but skin and bones.
uh-huh,
And we took hay over and put in there, but we turned them in because
yeah,
they never would do anything. And you know, if you look at our videos, we have a
mm-hmm,
lot. Like Shannon said, she had like 20 or 30 head of
mm-hmm,
goats. I mean, we got 3 acres.
mm-hmm,
We have grass, but what we do, or she does, Shannon does all the farm stuff,
yeah,
and I did help a little bit, but not much. But
mm-hmm,
we got different areas. We got hot wired off, so we let them graze one little area. Don't let them take it all the way down to nothing, and
that,
then move. Like today, she moved them, opened up another area for them. Our place is set up like a horseshoe for the animals to go around our house,
mm-hmm,
and they're on the west side right now, and the east side is growed way up.
Hmm.
And so she opened the pen where they can go over there now. And if we
Yeah.
get a good rain, they'll be back up again. And we just let them move back forth. But then we've turned the goats in
Mhm.
with the cows, and the goats eat the weeds, and we don't have that many weeds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then yeah, then we always put hay out too. Even though there is some grass out there,
Hmm.
they always got a bale of hay too,
Yeah.
and stuff out there. But then they always get grain every day. Every one of our animals gets grain every day,
Hmm.
and she weighs all the grain they get.
Yeah.
She every bit
Sounds
of
like
grain goes in.
you're really taking care of them animals.
Well, if you look, and she has people come all the time, or they're amazed at what she does with the area she has. She has some of the
Hmm.
best looking goats in the area
Yeah.
and stuff. So we
Yeah.
got people from coming all over buying her goats from her.
Yeah. Have you guys been in, we were talking about drought earlier. Have you guys been in a period this summer where you've been over a
No,
month without any rain yet?
ours ain't. Ours, that's what I say. Our county, it seems like it starts to dry out a little bit, and we'll get a rain. We've been really good this year. We haven't
We
really
we
had
were
a drought this year.
we were really doing good until we had 2 months during the grass growing season where we didn't have rain for over a month this year. One of them was in the spring. It was around, I believe it was in late April or something like that. We had a month without rain in that period, and we went pretty dry right then. And then all of a sudden it started raining, and it rained. July and August weren't tremendously bad. Most of it. The end of August, we went into another drought, and it didn't take long. I mean, those 18 cows, they, if there's no rain comes through for a few days, the water goes, I mean, the grass goes away, and it
Right.
went, and it, dried out. We're we're not in, like farm country. We're in farm country, but it's cattle farm country, and it's not like you grow crops type farm country. It's got that real deep dark topsoil and stuff like that. We're in the rocks up there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take long before the water is out of there, and you're just, it that Bermuda grass dries up like that after that. So, but anyway,
Yeah, she's had to mow the grass almost every week, sometimes twice a week with her for a while this summer. We've had so much rain.
we were mowing pretty good here at the house, and then all of a sudden, like I said, the spigot shut off, and I haven't had to mow in, oh gosh, but I haven't had to mow in about a month now, and but if it starts raining again, we'll probably have to mow a time or two again before the end of the season. I'm hoping that we get some next week. They're calling for. Of course, it's always like this. They big rain chance in like several days in a row, and then as you get closer, it tightens up and it gets down to where you might have a 30% chance one day by the time that's
I can
in.
tell you when it's going to rain, the 29th and 30th.
Yeah, in Kansas. In
Yeah, yeah, in
Kansas. It
Kansas.
won't
Yep.
rain here. It'll rain in Kansas. 29,
Yep.
30. You folks up there in Kansas, you're welcome. All right.
Yep.
Because it's coming. We're having a race. It's coming. It's going to rain.
It
Right
never
there.
fails. You plan a weekend, and it always does it.
Yeah, Pinecone Fest. We're going to Pinecone Fest in Texas. So, and that's a YouTuber deal, and that's it'll probably rain on us then too in October. You've heard of that one, haven't you?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Okay, Pinecone Fest is in. Um, okay, first off, there's a channel, and your wife's name, is it Shannon?
Yep.
Okay, Shannon. I hope you're listening. There's a channel called Herd That, HERD that, just the word that. So like herd of animals that. And then her husband's got a channel called Heard That Outdoors. They are having the Pine Cone Fest. The pine and you can go to their channel and they have all the information about it. Now I don't know the exact dates. My wife, she can rattle them off, but I'll tell you where it's at. It's going to be at Walleye Park on Cypress Springs Lake. So if you'll go to that, you'll see where they're having that, and it's like a 3-day event. I think it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like. I can't remember. Like I said, it's October, mid-October. Let me see if I can probably figure it out real quick here on my deal.
We don't have opportunities of hours. My wife works and I'm home. We don't go out to meetups. I meet people out here on the road, but we don't have nobody to take care of the animals at the place or nothing else. So we're kind of limited in time to do anything like that.
Yeah, I do. What we do is we just have my brother's actually, like I said, he lives over there next to where the cattle are.
Mhm.
And so I could have him to handle the cattle if I needed him to. And as far as the chickens, my daughter will come over here and take care of those animals for us. Um, if when we leave town.
Yeah,
But
we don't. We got one lady that would do it a little bit, but we hate to ask anybody to do it.
yeah, I understand. I understand that. I mean, you don't want to use up all your we need this type deal. I think it's either going to be the 19th, 20th, 21st, or the 20th, 21st, 22nd of October. And so it's right there in good deer season for us. But I'm still going anyway because my wife really wants to go, and we're going to get to hang out with Jess and Lisa, and we're going to hang out with Pooch and Pretty, and
Yeah, I got to meet Jesse and Lisa here a while back.
oh yeah,
Jesse and Lisa put their sticker on the truck.
oh that's awesome.
We went to lunch together.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, I still
Yeah,
haven't met them.
yeah.
I
I
mean, we're
It
like
was
best
kind of a
friends.
bad deal. I was down in their area one time and I made them mad. I didn't mean to, but I was down their area. I was right by their house. And when I go somewhere like here, I told everybody where I'm going. If I'm in, like I'm gonna meet Madwood Barbecue this afternoon, and I
Hmm.
tell everybody where I'm going. So if you're in my direction, I'll stop and meet you. You know, if you got a
Hmm.
sticker, I'll put the sticker on the truck.
Yeah,
And I was in their area, and they didn't offer me to stop. Well, I made a post. You know, if somebody don't like me, because I'm an ass most of the time, and I say things, I'm blunt. You know, say things out. And if I'm making people mad, you know, there's a few I've made them mad on YouTube, and you know, that's me. But you know, and stuff. So I thought maybe they didn't like me, and I made a comment about it. Well, Lisa seen it, and she goes, "No, we didn't know you was there, so it was a misunderstanding." So
yeah,
when I got back down the next time, we went to lunch together and everything. So
yeah. They're just and
I
Lisa.
stopped and seen Jerry, Butler Family Farms. Jerry come over to the truck stop and met me.
Yeah, yeah,
I've got quite a few stickers on the side of the truck here. People I've met.
yeah. Yeah, if you're ever over this direction, we'll have to. If you're ever, I'll have to meet up with you.
Yeah, I want to stop and meet you guys for sure. That's why I
Um,
was asking what part of Oklahoma they're used in because I run down to
we're,
Oklahoma a lot.
yeah, we're north of Tahlequah, just a few miles. The cattle are south of Tahlequah a few miles, and the hayfield is east of Tahlequah a few miles, and so it's like everything we do is in Cherokee County, but it's whenever you see me running around, it's not like running next door.
Right.
It's
Linda's asking what city that Pine Deal's in.
okay. The closest city will be Mount Vernon. Will be the closest city. It's Cypress Springs Lake, and it's Walleye Park. So, and like I said, that heard that just like you typed in there, Linda, heard that. That is actually going to be the channel that's going to have all the information on it. So all I know is I'm just kind of showing up. Christine's the one that's kind of put all this thing together for us to go, and I'm just kind of going to drive us down there. And we want to go to a Buc-ee's, but there's no Buc-ee's like on the way between here and there. So
That's
there,
a big deal on YouTube. Everybody going to Buc-ee's.
I think what's going to happen is I think the women are going to get together once we get down there, and they're going to get in the car and they're going to drive from the campground to Buc-ee's, which is like an hour and a half. They're going to drive to Buc-ee's while we just kind of hang out there, you know. I said, well, that works for me because I mean, I'd like to go to Buc-ee's, but I ain't, you know, I'm not willing to make this 4 hour, well, it's a 5 hour drive for us to get down there from here. I'm not willing to make this 5 hour drive into a 8 hour drive just to go by Buc-ee's. So, you know, anyway.
Yeah, I know, Shannon.
It's really hard to take him out in public with his filter on. You know, Randy he's always saving Scott. And probably me too, because I say things sometimes on live that I'm not, you know, like I got up this morning, I saw something that had happened on Scott's live. Somebody, a post had been removed from Scott's live, and I'm like, I bet it was mine because of what I said.
Yeah.
It's because, you know,
some people can say whatever they want and nothing happens. Some people can slip just a tongue and they get, copyright or monetized, they get in trouble, but some people can get by with it.
I think it has to do with how much money they make YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're a really big channel and you make YouTube a whole bunch of money, you can probably get away with some things. But if you're, like us, we can't have that. So anyway,
what's 550?
I guess she's saying it's 550 miles for you if you guys were to. I don't know. What part of Missouri do you live in?
Oh, I'm roboting.
Yeah, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm 20 miles away and I'm starting to robot. So I'm going to end this out here. And thanks for everybody coming in. I've had a great time today. But there ain't no need to keep doing this robot. I know I lose signal up through here, so there's no need to keep doing it. We're out in the country now, so.
Good talking to you, Randy, and everybody in the chat.
You too, Johnny. Bye, everybody.